Greetings everyone. Today I am going to handle a topic which looks like a very easy topic, but this contains n number of skills, and the topic is note taking. Let me begin the topic with an adage, which is proverb: if you are not writing, you are not learning at all. So it is the first basic entity when it comes to learning. You have to write. Though there are digital enhancement which will always help us writing, so only it is said 100 times of writing, 100 times of reading is equal to 1 time of writing. If you write, it will stand on your mind forever. And I would like to quote another quote of Bacon, who says, write down the thoughts of the moment, those that come unsought for are commonly the most valuable. If you are writing something which comes to your mind, that moment is very valuable. It will help you in one moment or another. Let me go to the topic of note taking. So when it comes to note taking, it is a method of recording essential information for greater performance. And note taking helps to structure information during meetings and make it easy to recall the materials later. Writing down ideas helps with focus and managing tasks. Consistent note making brings value to our information. So only even this day we take notes, and even when there is a meeting we take notes. So note making is like inherent in us. And nowadays we can find digital note taking apps which tend to take over the traditional shorthand because of the neat, quick and effortless editing nature of the digital space. So this is the definition regarding note taking. Benefits of note taking. When it comes to benefits, it is an essential tool for learning, business and personal planning. Research proves that it will help to recall information better, remember more important ideas and understand their relationship. So everything we can't carry over in our mind. If we write and keep, it will help us to refer back. So next point is improved productivity. According to statistics, it says that note taking gives a great overview for key concepts or items. And when you take notes during your meetings or during feedback or during planning, and the mind will be more alert and you can retrieve back for the better performance. When it comes to business success, note taking is very effective for managers, not only to improve team efficiency but also for the quality of product. Sharing information from notes simplifies and it prevents errors because we are referring back again and again. Review meeting notes to find areas for improvement and create plans. There is a review meeting. While taking notes in that, it will further improve our areas to create further plans. Collaboration within a team. When it comes to corporate, jumping from one project to another project makes team and remote teams use centralized note-taking workspaces to discern, carry over issues faster, maintain focus and organize. When collaborated through process, teams become very effective and efficient if they take notes in lists, maps or visuals. So when note-taking is carried out in these forms, it will help and it will serve as a reservoir in which we can retrieve back. So when it comes to methods, the first method is outline method. In the outline method, notes are organized coherently and divided into main points to sketch out details. This is considered to be traditional method of note making. If we go on to previous centuries, you can find this form of note making where it is carried out likewise. So in this you have to divide notes into main categories and subcategories. So you can use bullets or Roman letters in the headings followed by letters or numbers. I'll show you an example so that you will get a clear view. Dilute the topic by breaking it down into different subcategories and defining the specifics. The structure uses logical and clarity to break down the elements of the key topic. If we carry out likewise, it will give us better clarity so that we'll know about the topic. So I have given the sample. I didn't give the paragraph, I just gave how to make notes. The topic is body language and oral presentations. In that, the first paragraph concentrates on body language. Inside it, what is there? It deals with movement. You have to read a paragraph first and you have to see what is the topic sentence, important one, that you put in Roman number 1 and then divide into subcategories. So, A deals with movement. In movement, what it is there? So, you can find, when you read, you can find all these points. So, it is carrying out through key points. So, divide it and further subdivide it. So, we will know clearly what it is about. So, second method is called Cornell's method. This is a method which is followed in Indian standard institutes, and I can say this is followed abroad, which is called Cornell's method. This Cornell's method is developed by Professor Walter Pauk in 1950s for the students to follow the lecture more productively. So, this is utmost clear cut approach. I have given you the sample so that you will know. You have to divide a page by splitting into columns. The big columns is for jotting down the main points and followed by questions and keywords into the small column, and underneath there is a summarize table in which you have to summarize what is there. The Cornell note acts as a guide for work decisions, taking action, testing or optimizing. So, this is what is the sample. You can see two columns. One is the small column called Q column, in which you can find as soon as after lecture, reduce your notes to concise jottings as for reciting, reviewing and reflecting. You can find summary where you can sum up. Note taking area is where you record the lecture, whatever has happened. Q column is for your review. What you feel, you have to put it in Q column. What is taken, you have to put in note taking area, and the overall summary you have to put it in summarize. It's a very good technique of note taking which you can follow. And third method is called mapping method. Mind mapping is rather a very effective tool to solve problems. We can find mind mapping exercises given by teachers, even I given my classes. So, it is a very effective exercises to draw more points and as well to solve a problem, and it is like you can find out hierarchy and so many chains through this mapping method. This mapping method visualizes information for better comprehension of new ideas and their relationship. Mapped out ideas always motivate creativity, and it is a creative expression of teams using diagrams, images and maps. And visual learners thrive on graphically presented information. So, in this method, break the main focus into subtopics using the arrows. It's like a flowchart, but it is something different, and you have to explain how they affect the main focus. I have given the example. This is mind mapping. So, the topic is on business idea, and what is focused? How, who, why, when and what. So, what is there? It is about a venturing of a business idea. So, when it is how to start and how to fund, who is the CEO and who is the buyer, why, whether it suits my passion or goals, when to start and the launch date, what, the problem and the solution, where, target market or office, when you are organizing business idea, and these are the points which should be taken into consideration. So, this is the sample for mind map. And note making method 4 is boxing method. It is very easy. All the methods we know, but we sans make use of it. You can make use by seeing this lecture. The boxing method is a visual note making approach where the information is bundled in a box. So, again it will help for clear cut information for learning and planning projects. It gives utmost clarity of information. Example is this. So, it shows about what needs to be done rather than putting in words together. This visual practice will help a lot. And the last method is charting method. And this is like charting method again. It has multiple features, and it allows many dimension of information in a clear and concise manner, and make categories into columns and sort information to appropriate categories to problematize relationships. So, it is topic 1, 2, 3 which we make it in Excel. So, this is charting method. And when it comes to what should be avoided when taking notes, when you take notes, even when during your classroom teacher is carrying out a topic and a lecture and you have to take notes, means you can follow this, and you have to avoid writing in full sentences. So replace your long words and phrases with abbreviations and symbols. I always tell my students to carry out with abbreviations and symbols. Losing focus during note taking on key points and items disrupts the structure. So use coding systems and use some language which will clarify the information and provides clarity. So when it comes to no note taking, prep or instruction beforehand a meeting or at work allows for failing to retain information. Sort out the notes daily, complete what's done and lay the groundwork for fresh noteworthy ideas. And if it has to be the note making which is followed in sequence, make it fresh always. Don't carry out in the same space, which will lead to again ambiguities. So common abbreviations which we use, I have given few abbreviations like for important IMP, information, info, evaluation, EVAL, development, DEV, government, GOVT. So ensure you use abbreviations in your note making for fast writing as well understanding. Use initial for phrases. You can find RS refers to. There are so many apps, there are so many exercises which is there in the internet which will tell about abbreviations, initials. You can imbibe when you go on with that. LG for local government, NG for national government. Remove all the vowels from the word. This is another technique, you can use it. Management, MNGMT, or market, MKT, development, DVPT, can use all this. And common general abbreviations which are used, I have given example, that is CF with WO. So these are abbreviations which you can use. Century, thousand, million, versus. So these can be used. So let me come to the conclusion. So keep all these techniques in your mind, and let me conclude with an adage again. Get your ideas and paper and study them. Do not let them go to the waste. So whatever you are writing, study them so that it will help you. Thank you.